That's strange. I feel drained by this place.
I know you think I don't belong here. Insufferable indeed.
Could that be Stilton?
In and out like the wind. I think they're afraid. I
Aramis
can't
Stilton?
stand the way they look at me.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Jindosh and little Luke.
By the Void.
Your guests are waiting in the study. The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Winterbourne.
What?
Quiet! The one in the Void hears everything.
3 in Ashworth, I believe.
Yeah, that's her. She's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
The only way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece.
We'll be getting started soon. You'd love coming back.
Anyone here? Show yourself! guard. Right, boys? Found anything yet?
I dreamed the Duke and I were hunting. But the deer had bases.
The Duke's party is in the study, or they were, and Stilton has the lock code. There's something else you should know.
Someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket. At least it's the box of Jindosh and Asher. Tell me what you think
What?
of me.
I can't hear anything. It'd be easier if we could open the door and get closer. You sure the combination you saw doesn't work?
Why so much evil?
Whatever happens seems to be centered at some focal point.
Hit her in the head. In fact, maybe that's just what she needs.
One day, young Luca will go too far. May I live to see that day. Theo, forgive me. Or will that make me too dangerous to keep around? No. The Duke couldn't possibly touch me. This city is nothing without the mines. But perhaps he could run them without me, through lackeys and bureaucrats. Everything I've built run like a butcher shop. What would you think of all this, Theo? Your son is a disaster. But what can I do except serve him?
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight. By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how? That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
Was she gonna... No, I thought she was going over the other thing. Well, alright, anyway.
Things seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping now somehow.
It's time to begin. Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt. Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Returned from the cold, from forever.
Humans.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Working another excavation site?
You again. I don't like your face.
Very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin. So I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted to the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place. The island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it. Tap tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
The committee made a request.
I heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Maybe no one else will even notice. But things have changed here. For the better.
You will get what's coming to him, Megan. Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes, I paid a visit to Paolo and the Howlers. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go.